You can be in the intro, but you'll have to... Why don't you chill out? Let me speak to the manager and we'll see what we can do. Today we're gonna try and make our first pair of jeans. Just like designing my first jacket, I haven't made a pair of jeans from scratch before. So this is all new to me, and we're using a basic pattern. This is actually the same guy as the last pattern we used. I liked the jacket pattern. The jeans pattern gotta be good too. You can see there's two versions. There's like a cargo pockets version and then just like a basic jeans version. I don't know which style I'm gonna use just yet. Never really a fan of denim cargos. I feel like it hardly ever looks good. I haven't even cut the pattern out yet, so I should probably start with that. I'm gonna do this the same way we did the jacket, starting with a draft piece, figure out how to make it, decide on any changes I want to make before we progress to the final pair of jeans. And thankfully, I sort of know how patterns work now. This one seems a lot bigger. I really don't know what size I am because the numbers are all whack. These are the sizes, BB. Who's BB? Because this is what had me confused when I picked up this pattern. Where do I fit in this? Can't I just go small, medium, large? BB pants sizing, Blackberry? That can't be Blackberry, shut up. BB pant in Australian size typically refers to a size 46 in Europeans, which often corresponds to AU size 38. Wait a second, this isn't oversized, is it? That would make so much sense actually if I've picked up the wrong size. These are big pants. I couldn't even wear this. Size 44 equates to a waist of 39 inches. That's like 3 of me. No, it's probably not 3. There's probably 2. It's probably still 2 of me. So my first mistake is buying the wrong size. I can't believe I have to come all the way down here. I think it was in this one. That's the right size. Can someone tell me why this is happening to my Ricks? We're back with the right sizing. I actually got recognized in that store. Shout out to... I didn't get her name. Let me get my bearings straight, hold up. So far there's a lot more to cut out. The main bits, I need that. These are all the other bits. This is gonna take forever, man. What size am I cutting out again? We should have one sizing metrics across the board for patterns, clothes. It should just be one worldwide. While I'm working on these jeans, I'm thinking about like the next 3 pieces I'm making over the next month and a half. And I'm a little stressed about time. Like what if I don't have enough time to make all of these things? There's 2 pieces I'm working on right now that are going to just be very time consuming. I've got like 20-30 hours ahead of me there. That's for each piece, so like a total of potentially 60 hours. Yesterday, man, I was so stressed. I was considering like, do I just quit my day job and just focus on this? What part could this possibly be? Carrier. I don't know how much of this pattern I'll change. Definitely the back pockets, they're just kind of like a square. There's actually so much to cut out. Can I pay someone to do this for me? I don't want to do this. Same as last time, I've got just a cheap cotton material. This is what I'll use just to make the draft. Hopefully I have enough here because this was the last of the roll. I'll probably be here for the rest of the day lining up all of these individual pieces. You're telling me that every time I want to make something new, I've got to do this. This little tiny ass strip is actually kind of painful. What is this for? What part of the pants could this possibly... This for sure has to be like a more complicated design. Is this an intermediate? Are we intermediate now? There's obviously a lot more that goes into a pair of pants than making a jacket. Can someone tell me why it's called the fly? Who named that part fly? Okay, the problem with this pocket, it is just square. I want to use this one. It's still a square, but it rounds around the edges. That just looks just a little bit better. I think I'll still follow the same pattern piece just for length. I'll take the width off the existing pocket. I haven't even made the draft and I'm already changing shit. Okay, pieces of the pants. Finally take a look at the instructions. I still think these might be a little more complicated than making a jacket. Definitely a lot more steps. It can't be that hard. It's just a pair of pants. Interfacing. Forgot to cut out my interfacing. Can't even speak today, what the hell? Was I supposed to draw fold lines on this? I don't know if this is exactly on the line. It can be close enough. What does this say again? I'm using too big a needle. I need to switch that up. I don't know if it's just me today, but my brain is not braining. I need my scissors. Everything's lost. I'm feeling lost. Where's all my stuff? If I just follow the instructions, everything will be fine. Oh, I cut too much. I don't know if I should be doing this today. I feel all sorts out of whack. Just gonna go ahead and assume that that's correct. Okay, that looks right. At the very least, that's all I could ask for. Okay, all good. We figured it out. The pockets are just a little pointy. I don't really know how to get them not so pointy. Maybe that's why there's square pockets in the pattern. Part 1, done. That's a little coin pocket. We gotta do the pocket time. Yes, next pocket. I think I'm saying pockets way too much. I'm actually not really a fan of using this material. Like, it's so light and flimsy. Right sides together, raw edges, even, pin side, front. This is actually going pretty smoothly so far. Okay, I have 2 front rights, and obviously that's not right. I'm just gonna do it how I think it's saying to do it. It's almost embarrassing, but look at that stitch. It goes to curve and then it just comes down to a point. It's like no effort was even put into that. That's way better. That's an appropriate curve. Biggest obstacle today is obviously getting those curves right. This one's a point, so that sucks. That's pretty much how it should be looking. Okay, now it's time to get this stuff together. The words are overwhelming me. It's too much to read. Just gonna look at the pictures. Edge stitch, finished, edge of fly. A lot of edging in this video, and I wasn't really prepared for that today. I'm gonna be honest, this is a very messy draft. My stitching, some of the corners, some of the curves. I just know I can do a lot better than this. Don't click away just yet. We're actually making progress. Watch until the very end. It could really, really be the worst thing I've ever made. Okay, we've just about finished the front. Been filming for like 3 hours. This has taken me a minute to get my head around. It's not looking pretty, I'll be honest. It looks like pants. There's still a top stitch that I need to do. Here is the finished draft, and they're okay. It's not a complete pair of pants. I didn't bother putting in the button, and I also haven't hemmed the bottoms either. Look, it worked out well. Managed to piece them together. There are just things that I would change. Notably the size. This is supposed to be a size 32. It is fitting more like a 30. Essentially just like a straight leg fit. Definitely a good amount of room from here down, but around here I feel like needs a little more width. I also hate these pockets. I mean, this is just like a standard jeans pocket, but I cannot even. It feels too awkward. The pocket's a little too shallow for my liking, and I just don't like this shape. That's more of a personal preference. You know, I do like a relaxed pocket, so I could just easily slip my hands in. So this look right here, it's just not flattering or comfortable. The pattern also called for double belt loops, which I thought would look cool, but I think I'm off it. They're also quite thin, so I'm gonna make some changes with the belt loops. Back pockets are really not that neat. I've recently learned that there's a way more efficient way of getting those clean curves. Look, it's a good first attempt of a new pattern and making pants. Let's look at what we can do now. For the final pair, I'm using this 8-ounce indigo dyed denim. Gotta say, it's pretty hard to find a good quality, thick cut denim readily available to use. I'm also using a plain rayon for the pocket lining. So I want deeper pocket bags, so I'll just need to make this bigger. I'll do 1.5 inches just to be safe. I have just about everything cut out. I still need to cut out the waistband, belt loops. The waistband actually comes in 2 pieces. I don't think we need to do that. I think that just makes more work. These store-bought patterns, I guess, are like beginner friendly, hobbyist friendly. They're laid out to be as simple as possible to minimize any mistakes for anyone sewing. They're definitely good for learning, and I'm having fun so far, just sort of practicing and then just making my own changes. I've made the jeans just a little bit wider, so I'm gonna make the waistband a bit longer as well. Even if there is a fair bit of excess, I wanna make sure that I can just get the width right at least. I'm gonna start off with the back pockets again. From what I've found online, it seems like a template is needed just to help with the gathering and shaping the curves nicely. So after giving it a press, you can see that that's got more curve than the planet. Speaking of pockets, the front pockets, they also need to be a little curvier. But I've always liked curves so much. I don't know if I should be guessing this or if I should get a reference piece. I'll use this other pair of jeans just for the shape of the pocket. Probably look a bit better than guessing. That should be big enough for these hands. That is like a normal jeans pocket. I hope I haven't just fucked that up. Theoretically, I should just be able to match this up. I'm second guessing everything now. It's only been like 2 minutes. I fully can't remember how to do the pocket. I hope that works. Sterling, this isn't really the time or place. With all that out the way, we can start piecing these together. This so far, already such an improvement. This actually looks good. My main concern was getting those pockets right, but as you can see, the pockets are banging. I'm not using an overlocker, so I've also done a zigzag stitch just on all the edges. Coming into this, I thought it would be a lot easier. That's not the case at all. I have definitely been humbled. That template really helped getting those pockets into a nice curve. That is clean. I'm sure you could point out I need to work on my top stitching. I'm starting to think these might actually be good. It'd be cool to get good enough at doing this that I can just make my own pair of jeans or just custom jeans in general. Not having an overlocker used to deter me from making actual clothes. I know there's other stitches that you can use to sort of like mock the overlock stitch. I just don't know if they hold as well long term. It also doesn't really look as clean as an overlocked edge would look. What do you think, chat? Does it even really matter? We now have a pair of jeans with the front and back together, mostly everything finished. The final touch is adding some hardware. I've got to say, it's pretty hard to find good quality jeans rivets. Buttons are a little more easier to come across, but rivets are like near impossible. These are probably the best quality I could find, which is just like a basic double cap rivet. I found some pretty nice buttons on Etsy. Most buttons will have a pretty generic face, but these have like a cross insignia. I really don't understand why it's so hard to find good quality hardware. Okay, just watch your fingers. It's a bit jiggly. I don't know if I like that. The face is cool though, that works. That's a perfect fit too. I guess they don't really look too bad. And here it is, the final look. They look bigger than me, but I promise I'm bigger than them. For my first pair, they do look pretty good and definitely an improvement from the draft. Top stitching is a lot neater and overall just constructed better. I've only made pretty minor changes from the original pattern. The belt loops are a lot thicker, different pocket shape, definitely an improvement from the original pattern. And I've added more width to the thighs, just giving it more room for more comfort. Not that you can really tell until I put them on. So let's try these on. Okay, they might be a little bit long. You can see that this is definitely an improvement over the draft piece. They are supposed to be a baggy fit jean, so I mean, you can see for yourself, it's definitely a baggy fit jean. There's a lot of room. So with the draft, you could tell it was pretty slim fitting around the thighs. That little bit of extra room just adds more comfort and it's less of a straight leg, more of a taper down. Pockets are a definite improvement. I mean, that just feels so much better, looks less awkward. Apart from the length, I do like the cut. Almost passable for a store-bought pair of jeans. This is not a bad first attempt. The few things that I would change really just comes down to what I actually have available with me. Hold up, I'm gonna take my pants off. The main thing that I think would be an improvement is an overlocker. I mean, the zigzag stitch does its job, but there's still like a little fraying. Even though you can't see it, I can see it mentally. I don't know if I should have put the rivets on the back pockets. Might have just looked better without the rivets there. And I would still prefer a better quality denim. But that's it, my first pair of jeans. Finito. I feel like I've learned a lot that I can take away and use in other pieces as well. Feel good that we did that. Let me know what you think. All right, I've got to say uploads might be a bit spotty over the next month. I'm putting all my focus on these two really big time-consuming pieces, and that's going to be a whole video as well. It just might take a little while to get things together, but I am excited to share that with you, so I appreciate your patience. Anyway, thanks for hanging out again. Good to see you, and I'll see you soon.